Welcome back to Snowy Shift Racing, and today I'll be showing you guys another Gran Turismo 7 videos, this time on last week's daily race A, which happened to be a go-kart race as you guys can see. Starting P4, one traction control for the start, and off we go and quickly turn it down to zero traction because it just makes you a bit faster, but with that also makes you prone to crashing a bit more. So this is a very good race, everybody. Hope you enjoy. So, we already lost a position to one driver already. So now through here, we're just gonna bunch up a bit. Not so much, but we're gonna get bunched up. So you can see I overtake two people there to go into P3. And now focusing on P1, which is not so far away. Well, it's only the first lap, so we'll see. And trust me, there's a lot of crashes in this race, a lot. So you can see there's a lot of contact, and P1 has been absolutely murdered, and he's now no longer part of this race. No one knows where he is currently. So now I'm fighting for P1 here with this British driver. So you can see I'm going to go up the inside. I try on the inside. This guy gives me a bump there on the background, and he therefore pushes me into P1. Now from here, it's going to be a very defensive race, and also trying to drive fast to keep these drivers behind. So, there's a lot of drivers in the back, as you can see. A guy with a 4-second penalty, so he's going to be discluded from this battle very quickly. So now, through here, just trying to build a gap. As you can see, I go purple here for Sector 1. Just slowly now beginning to build a gap, just try break away from the rest of the pack so I can have an easy win here. But this isn't happening so far because the drivers are just managing to stay within my slipstream. Now on this race, the slipstream was very powerful. So like a gap of 5/10 at the end of the straight would be like a gap of 1/10. So it was a very powerful slipstream for this race. So you can see here, through here, just taking a nice clean line, nice and fast line, and setting not a good time. So it's only lap 3, so that's kind of a average time, if I can say, but don't worry, more laps will be better. So now just trying to build a gap, but the driver behind me is just within my slipstream and keeping up. And you might have noticed that I went a bit wide, and that means that this driver has caught up with me significantly. And now he's right on my tail, as you can see, he's right there. And he's trying to overtake me. Through the hairpin, onto the back straight. As you can see, I try now, just weaving around, just trying to break the slipstream. So the guy behind can't overtake me for the lead of the race. We are now setting a new fastest lap of 58.9, but the driver behind has gone a couple tenths quicker than me, so that means the pressure's on here, that the driver behind is quicker. As you can see that he gets a type of old switcheroo, or a better exit, if I can say, and he's right alongside me in the Kin delivery go-kart, as you can see. And now he's right on my tail here, so this has definitely became now a very defensive race now between me and this guy, and maybe even P3 is still in it. You can see he's on the outside, taking the inside. Park it on the apex to try prevent it all switcheroo. So you can see he's knocking on the door, he's bumping me from behind here. He's in the slipstream, he's going to try the overtake. I'm staying very narrow to prevent him from overtaking. But that does mean that it could open him up to an all switcheroo, because I'll go very wide. As you can see, I go wide, and he's just not able to perform the all switcheroo, so I'm going to force him to the outside. He brakes very late there on the outside, so I'm able just to keep our position for now. And now we have the Spaniard behind. I don't know what happened to the other guy that I was battling with, but now we have a new opponent, which is the Spaniard. As you can see, he gets an all switcheroo on me, and I'm just going to take the inside. He's going to have to back out because that is the racing line. But here, he gets a much better exit of the turn, and that means he will take the lead of the race. I go very late on the brakes, go a little bit too hot in, A little bit of contact on the exit of the turn and he's got P1. And now the driver behind me is just about 5/10 behind, so he's still within slipstream range. But as you can see, I get a good run and slipstream, and I'm able to go back past him on the inside. He tries the outside, but he didn't succeed doing it. So now 2 laps to go. So there's now 3 drivers, actually 4, coming after me now. So now we have the Spaniard. He's still there. As you can see, he's poking his go-kart in the screen. He's going to try around the outside. As you can see, the other P3's in here as well. And this is not the problem because I have to bail out because he's got the racing line. But I'm going to try now, get a better run. I have a bit of a moment there on that little kink there. Can't go down the inside. I have just too much of a gap. And now I'm getting attacked by the P3 now for P2. So you can see here now, P1 actually pulled quite a good gap coming out of that hairpin, which isn't good because now my chances of winning are slowly getting slimmer. But as you can see through here, I get a much better run, or kind of, and I catch right back up with him. But now here's the thing, there's a yellow flag, and you may have spotted that P11 has waited, believe it or not, waited for us to come back. So now he's going to be our spectator for the race. He's going to be our new spectator for the race to see who's going to win between us 3, actually 4 of us. Actually 5 of us you saw there on the radar on the bottom. So now this is kind of distracting now because, well, I can see where this guy is. But the guy in front of me, the Spaniard, if he's going to check on his radar, he's going to see 2 people. And he's going to be confused because he does not know which side I'm on. So as you can see through the hairpin, I get a much better run than the Spaniard, and I'm able to go right alongside him and take the lead of the race on the second last lap. So now final lap of the race coming, but he gets an old switcheroo. He's right alongside me. We also have P11 in here, also having quite fun watching us race here, I guess. I'm able to go on the inside and take the lead back again off the Spaniard, but he's coming right back at me. He's going to try the outside, have a bit of a moment there on the turn, which you could spin your car around or your go-kart around if you get on the power too early, but I'm able to save it. But now we're coming down. There is P11 watching us to see who's going to win. The Spaniard is knocking on the door. As you can see, there goes P11. It looks like P3 has a 0.5 second penalty. The Spaniard right behind him. So as it stands, I'm going to win the race. So let's see. I'm coming around the final turn. I just mustn't go on the grass or make a mistake. The Spaniard on the outside. And I won the race by just 1/10 to the Spaniard behind. So overall, this is a very fun race. Really enjoyed it. So yeah, it was a very fun race. And to be honest, these go-karts were pretty fun to drive. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. This was last week's daily race A. So it was a good race. You can see there's the finishing results for the race there. Very good racing and battling. You can see it's taking a while, but it was a very good race. I enjoyed it. Good racing with the other drivers. So now it's just going to be our podium celebration stuff. You can see that there I am, very happy. Clean race bonus, 40,000 for a race win. That's not bad. Thank you for watching.